Sisters and brothers, Rahman Rahim here, breaker of the seven seals, messenger of the covenant. Sisters and brothers, I want to talk to you today about spiritual war. Now, if you claim to be an angel warrior, but you don't know the nature of your weapons, you cannot be an angel warrior. If you're at war, you need to understand the nature of the war. Like in what we call Noah's Ark, to prepare for the war, which would be a flood, you need a boat, an ark. Doing a big army wasn't going to do you any good. It'd just be drowned. You need to know the nature of the battle, of the war. As I've been telling you, brothers and sisters, for quite some time, for some of you years, you must understand the nature of pressure. Because this is a pressure war. You must understand the nature of pressure. Pressure is our reality. Pressure is everything. Pressure is energy. If you don't understand pressure, you don't understand your reality. And you definitely cannot be an angel warrior if you carry a sword but you don't know how to use it. Pressure is very simple. You need to study it. They make it very complicated, but it's very simple. Pressure. When you understand pressure, you understand the nature of yourself. You cannot have thorough knowledge of self without having thorough knowledge of pressure. One of the fundamental principles of pressure is that high pressure always, without exception, destroys low pressure. High pressure always destroys low pressure. You can have 1 billion low pressure vectors, and one high pressure vector will destroy them. That's why Allah never sends more than just one prophet at a time, because He's sending it with a high pressure message that will destroy all of their low pressure messages. And the angel is the most high pressure device ATTOM bomb ever. But just like an atomic bomb, the device, it would just sit there until you ignite it. Even though it has an atomic bomb, a nuclear bomb, there's so much pressure built in. But that's what explosion is. Explosion is high pressure within low pressure. And what happens is when the high pressure is unleashed, right, it blows away the low pressure. That's in essence what an explosion is. It could be quick, it could be fast, it could be slow. It's still an explosion. High pressure, right, blows away low pressure. So you have an atomic bomb that's sitting there, has all this power, but you have to unleash it. You have to unlock it. You have to ignite it. Or it's just sitting there. And the angel was just sitting there for 2,000 years, just sitting there. And ATTOM bomb that will blow away everything that was established in the last 50,000 years is blown away. But it was just sitting there because no one could ignite it. Now it has been ignited. You understand? You have to understand pressure. We've had many wars in the past. Excuse my voice, brothers and sisters. I'm either trying to catch up with my voice trying to catch up with me. We had many wars in the past. We had fire wars. wiped out trillions. We had gender wars, wiped out billions, maybe more, in an instant. In each case, this segue here, God built a fortress, an impenetrable fortress to protect them in the day of battle. First one incinerated earth, second one on the earth's surface. It's a gender war. Then we had the sand wars 50,000 years ago. There are many wars. But this is the final war, the pressure war. And this is all about truth, because truth dispels falsehood. Truth is high pressure, falsehood is low pressure. This world is under low pressure. Religion, in other words, all this non-mathematical thinking, that's low pressure. Angel is mathematical thinking. And it's going to destroy all this low pressure, all 5 billion low pressure vectors will be destroyed. Be nothing left of them. We need to understand how things work. It's just like the fire wars. Trillions of angels were destroyed in an instant because they resisted the God. The God makes the decision. He does as he pleases. He's a mathematician. And they resisted, so now they're gone. In an instant, being resistant, the gender wars, the gender transition, they were blown away in an instant. So now we're at the end, the other end of creation, the maximum expansion, total darkness. The world's in intense darkness, low pressure. And they want to keep it that way. They don't want any changes. And the angel is high pressure, super high pressure, an atom bomb, ATTOM. But it will not do anything unless you ignite it. It has been ignited. It was ignited in 1990. But every time an angel warrior steps up, they add resonance to the shock waves, because once the angel was unleashed, that shock waves going through the entire planet. Shock waves. See? Truth. You may not understand it. Like I said, the wind may be blowing, but the only way you can tell the wind is blowing, you see the leaves shaking. The world has changed dramatically since 1990. They will tell you that themselves. Google it. What happened in 1990 to change the world? And the world's constantly changing, and it's changing at an increasing pace. And it's changing in what direction? In our direction. Things happening as we call the shots. It shows you that we are in control. And it's about to hit the next level, next phase. The Master Prophet Muhammad takes down Satan. But we need to understand pressure, brothers and sisters. Understand pressure. If you don't understand pressure, do not call yourself angel warrior. And I will check. I'm going to start to check. This is not about lamb anymore. It's about the lion. And if you do have understand pressure, and you do have atom bombs, because that is what the angel gives you. They have their vectors, low pressure vector, and you have a high pressure vector, high pressure vectors, atom bombs. But if you're just setting them and not sitting there and not igniting them, then they're worthless. They're just sitting there. And how do you ignite them? Is if you sit there and you're looking at people, you're not talking, you're not influencing anyone, are you? And you may be showing pictures and all that kind of stuff in memory lane, but you're not influencing anyone, not affecting anyone. You have to open your mouth and speak. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. You speak. The angel. And every time you do, you have resonance, right? That increase those shock waves. The shock waves. It's destroying demons and devils alike because they're resisting. Like I told you, sound, the heart responds to sound first. Like you get startled. You get nervous. What happened? And then it gets to the brain. The brain tries to figure out what to do about it. But it's the heart first. So as information gets out there, some people are not going to like it. Why? Because they're low pressure, and this high pressure is affecting them, it's pushing them away. They're not going to like it. They're going to resist. See? Hit the heart first. And then they're going to try to figure out, then it goes to the brain, try to figure out how, in what way can resist. It doesn't matter, they cannot. But they will try. Now, the thing is that with the seed of Abraham, we have the power, right, because of what Dr. Shabazz did, right, to become high pressure vectors. Because when these vibrations hit, the shock waves hit you, it's like when sunlight hits you, two things can happen. You can either start rotating, right, absorbing the light and rotating with it, or it can burn you up, push you away and burn you, or burn you up. The seed of Abraham has the power to rotate. So in other words, they can hear it. It might bother them at first, but they can pick up the angel and become high pressure vectors. That means increasing the resonance. But the other folks, they don't have that ability. So it just pushes them away, makes them more angry. That means they're reacting. Because so far to date, none of you can tell that anyone has been able to get up and take and refute anything we've been saying. They can go personal, they can say all the stuff they want to say, but no one can stand up and contest what we're saying. That means it's bothering them. Because they don't want to hear that. They may not be telling you that's the case. And as the pressure increases, it's going to make a distinction between us and them, between the devils, demons, and the original people. Because like I said, it will cause some to rotate, it will cause some to be pushed away and burnt up, crushed. So if you got demons in your family, they're going to be pushed away. That's why it says he's bringing division. Because it's going to cause separation between you and low pressure vectors that may be around you that you may not realize. Because they're going to get away from it. Because the heart cannot take it. And they can't upload the angel because they don't have the structure, right, to handle that kind of pressure. They become a high pressure vector. So they're going to resist. And the resistance is going to increase. And it's about to the boiling point, which is the time that Master Prophet Muhammad removes Satan as the trigger, and that's the start of Armageddon. You must understand pressure this war. Like I said, we had many wars in the past, but this war will wipe out 8 billion. As every God in the past, when he went to war, he first built a fortress to protect him and himself in the day of battle. And that's where Master Muhammad comes in, because he built a fortress. That great wheel, that's our fortress where we do battle from. It may not seem much to you right now, but it's a few, that little stone that's going to crush all the whole of the nation. It's a little stone. But we're high pressure, it's a high pressure little stone, and it's going to destroy everything. And they're going to resist. It's going to take about a year, and it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible for them. We wage war from the wheel, from a fortress, which they cannot penetrate. Every God had a fortress his enemies could not penetrate, but they will try. They try to stop them. They cannot stop this. We have two working together, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and Lord of Lords and King of Kings. Master Muhammad has his task. I have my task. He is the one that's going to make all things new. He's going to bring in a new reality. Suleiman is preparing you for the new reality. Keep up with the God. Pressure, war. You must understand it, brothers and sisters. Pressure is very easy to understand. If you want me to give you a special class on pressure, let me know. I will do it. That's your weapon. Every time you open your mouth and start talking to angel, you're releasing pressure waves, shock waves, resonance to the angel pressure. Resonance. If you're sitting there with knowledge of the angel, just sitting there, yeah, I'm with you, blah, comments, hearts, thumbs up, you're wasting everyone's time in the way. Every time you step up, you may not see it. That's why it says, those who believe in the unseen. This book, there's no doubt in it. Those keep a prayer, excuse me, I'm going to get this quote wrong. Anyway, it says, you must believe in the unseen, and of the hereafter, they're sure. Break that down. See, we need to break these things down. First, you have to believe in the unseen. What is unseen? Mathematics is unseen. I'm talking about demons and angels and stuff. Mathematics, unseen, but the evidence of it is everywhere. You cannot see mathematics, but the evidence of it is everywhere. What they mean of the hereafter, they are sure. Okay, first of all, this was revealed during Prophet Muhammad's time. So those people not coming back from the dead. So what they mean, the hereafter, they are sure. Who are they talking about? They're talking about now. And what is the hereafter? The promised land. Ain't that the hereafter? We need to break these things down, brothers and sisters. Of the hereafter, they are sure. Are you sure of the hereafter? If you're a high pressure vector, you're absolutely sure of the hereafter. And these sisters, right, they are angel warriors. They're producing gods. They're angel warriors. No one needs to say anything, or better not say anything about them, at least in my presence. They're certified angel warriors. Nothing else is required of them. You understand, brothers and sisters? Pressure war. And the pressure is the angel. Mathematical thinking. For those people, you got 8 billion non-mathematical thinkers out there that think about stuff that makes no sense whatsoever. That's low pressure. Every time you open your mouth and speak, you're releasing high pressure. You add resonance to the angel. And it says, we're going to defeat everything, all 8 billion. That little stone is going to knock the hell out of the nation that is in power right now. And it's going to destroy all of them, every nation, every people. Only we will exist in the end. 144,000 in a fortress. We make all things new. New heavens, new earth. That means now it's not a new earth, what you would think was new. That's where we are, brothers and sisters. The pressure war. Like I said, if you don't understand pressure, I'll give a special class if you need it. What is this? Not something made up. If you study pressure, go out and get your book on pressure for dummies or whatever. You find out that high pressure always defeat low pressure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's nothing that can change it. That's mathematically correct. That's just the way it is. And now the angel has been unleashed. And the angel has been ignited. So now you have high pressure in the world. They can't stop it. The only matter is how much pressure can we put on them as quick as possible. Save as many of our people as possible. Because every time an angel warrior steps up and starts speaking angel, it adds more pressure to them and more resonance. We're going to defeat that little stone, that little group of people. We're going to defeat the whole world. Muhammad defeated Arabia. See? After Jesus defeated the Roman Empire, just one person. There's Suleiman, he would defeat this whole world, this entire planet. It says in the end, the final war, it says these 10 kings, read chapter 17, will make war with the land. The 10 kings, that's the last 2 powerhouses, superpowers. And in India, that's the last. Chapter 20 tell you once they're thrown into the lake of fire, it's all of this end of it. So he's the final battle. That's the 200 million man army. There's more to it than that, but I'm not going into detail about here, brothers. I want you to understand pressure wars. And the difference, as I said earlier, is that this is all about time. All the other wars we had in the past, or even the sand wars, 50,000 years ago, when they forced us out, they happened pretty much in a heartbeat. But this one, we're going to take our time with this one. We're going to savor the victory. We're going to savor our enemy's destruction for what they did to us. This will take at least a year. Total havoc, total destruction. It says none like it, nor will ever be again. No nation will ever effort us again, ever even think about it, as if any nation exists afterwards. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Pressure war. Understand the nature of pressure. Right now, I'm putting pressure into the world, resonance behind angel. And when they hear it, they won't like it. That means it's affecting them. When they don't like it, that means they react. Eventually, they're going to react violently when they push up against the wall and feel the pressure. As the Quran says, and then they shall start feeling our presence. We make war from our fortress that Master Muhammad has built for us. We're not worried about anything, brothers and sisters. We're already the winners. Once the engine was ignited, that was it. Now what we do now is we join the battle. None of that sideline BS. We join the battle. It's beautiful. You should want to join the battle. You tell your children, your great-grandchildren, he was one of the angel warriors. He stepped up 24/7, kicking ass, wiping out demons and devils. under the pressure wars, the greatest wars of ever in history. And you was one of the warriors. That's what you want, brothers and sisters. That's what time is right now. It's really when a person loses track of time, when they lose their identity in time, they lose the aspect of the reality of time. In other words, you're out of time, you're out of sync. Oh man, I wish I was there when Jesus was there. I wish I was there when Muhammad was there. Yeah, you wouldn't have done anything then, just like you won't do anything now. Right now, you understand the time is. That's why I'm trying to tell you to keep up with Master Muhammad, because that's the time. The time right now is war time. And all your energy right now should be in the battle. Once you understand what the battle is, you understand your weapons. You got the AL-INJIL, most powerful pressure weapon ever devised. And you should be out there 24/7 kicking ass, telling AL-INJIL, talking AL-INJIL, talking AL-INJIL. We don't care if they get upset about it. It's like it says in Ezekiel, it said, "Oh, son of man, don't worry about their stairs. Don't worry about their obstinance." See? Because it says, their heads are like stone. I made your head like flintstone, which breaks stones apart. This is what it's all about, Bones. You don't want to miss out on this. It's just like when I found Elijah Muhammad. I could have stayed and finished my time in the military and everything, but I would have 4 years with Elijah Muhammad? Are you kidding me? Nothing could compare to that. Because I was right on time. And I remain on time. Are you on time? The sisters are on time. You got 2 angel babies already. Are you on time? This is the battle. That's what you want to go back and remember. Man, I was kicking ass. I was putting angel pressure because our children will understand spiritual wars and understand your place in it, and they won't hear your BS. You mean you was there and you didn't do anything? What was your problem? The pressure wars and you had ATTOMs and you did not use them? This is a glorious time, brothers and sisters. This is the time to step up. How do you think those people get those 12 thrones? They said there'd be 12 thrones, or 12 disciples, the way it says sometimes, right? Be 12 tribes of Israel, and be 12 thrones. How you gonna get on one of those thrones? Nobody's forcing you to do anything. But you want to prove you're on time. You want to prove you. If you're God, you got to be on time. If you and we're supposed to be making gods here. You have to be on time. On time. You have to know what time it is and be on time and keep up with the main supreme God. That's Master Muhammad, because he's not waiting. He's moving. And I'm right with him. I'm keeping up with him. I took a hard blow, preacher, recently. I got up and I'm keeping up with him. I'm trying to keep you up with him. Understand the time. It's time for wartime. Are you stepping up? You understand it? Because one day this time will be over. And then you sitting back, oh man, I was worried about this. I was worried about that. I was worried about a mortgage. And there is no mortgage. Let me say a couple of things, then we're going to move on, then close out, brothers and sisters. The New World Covenant will be nothing like this. First of all, we won't have anything like cities. A place where we need to get together, we need some kind of organization or whatever. There'll be no manufacturing on the planet. Manufacturing will be all off planet. This planet will be pristine, beautiful. right? No roads, you won't need to go, no cars, and all that kind of garbage. Have our own little planes, like you see these so-called UFOs. They silent and they don't make any noise. Right? Sisters will be separated from brothers. What that mean by that? There'll be no competition between the two. The sisters will have sister architects, sister engineers, sister military ministers, whatever. They have their own thing. They both have their own thing. And sister will have her own mansion. This is her level in society. We'll have we have something called currency, but not like what they have here. In general speaking, say everyone will get $1,000 a month, just put it like that. Everyone get the same amount of energy. The difference is how you use it. Everybody get $1,000 a month, put it like that. This is how you use it. That means the garbage collector is no different from the scientist. If you think there's a difference, right, then let your behind get messed up. So I'm gonna ignore it. Really? It's gonna get your brain attention. All our body parts they work together and all important. So there's not gonna be more important than you. None of that garbage. But sister, right? If she's on that level, right? Because we all have mansions. There'd be no more apartments and stuff like that. People living right next door to you. None of that garbage anymore. Like it says, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. Each one of you have a mansion. Some be more, like I said, depends on you. Use your energy. Use, each one, everyone have a mansion, have plenty of land around, acres. If you're a farmer, then all your land will be farmland. As you want to be, if you're a female farmer, as you'll be. Yeah, you have your own mansion. Your spouse, he has his own mansion. If you want to share your mansion with your spouse, then you can do that. But that's your mansion, that's his mansion. He's got his own, you got your own. No more competition between male and female, that kind of stuff anymore. We don't have any tyranny there anymore. Female, what she do is whatever we will have entertainers, female entertainers and male entertainers. Nothing like they have here. I mean, you have females and the female in the hereafter. Her normal speaking will be more beautiful than what some of these people out here that's always saying so great. Right? It's the way she normally speaks. So, entertainers, if that's what your nature is. Right? Scientists, if that's what your nature is, that's what you'll be doing. You'll be doing whatever it is that your nature to do, what you like to do. So it will not be work in that sense because you'll be doing exactly what you want to do, contributing to our civilization. Like I said, no more apartments, people living over top of each other, all that kind of stuff. No more of that. Children could play outside without fear of animals or snakes or anything like that. A beautiful brothers and sisters. I think I just throw that in there. A whole new world. Entire new world. And you're about in a season when Master Muhammad pulls away, takes out Satan, the headwind goes away, you all are going to experience a great, intense amount of energy because the headwind is going to be taken away. And you're going to feel like you was totally energetic. Some of you will almost blow a fuse. Totally energized. Because we got the headwind, he's about to take it away. So that's why it says in Malachi, it says the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings. That's what it means. Read it. Once you take the headwind away, then the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in his wings. That means all the energy will come because of healing, right? Strengthening, rejuvenation. So you're about to experience that, brothers and sisters. You see. You see. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. But some of you will be on the fortress, not hearing the faintest sounds of the raging and roarings of hell. Some of you will be on the fortress. Some of you won't make it to the fortress. You're going to have to go through the tribulation. Whether you fail on your duty or you're just negligent or whatever. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Pressure, war. Pressure, war. All kinds of war. Pressure, war, right? High pressure, versus low pressure. And in this case, right, pressure is the word. The word is pressure. And it's the truth against falsehood. So this whole world, 8 billion strong, is all based on falsehood. And we're going to annihilate it, destroy it, disintegrate it, all totally. Wipe it clean. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I think I want to leave it there. Assalamu alaikum.